Hey family, I'm Stephanie Wade. Today I'm coming to you as what? The Creole Griotist. And you should be able to read it the way I have the camera facing. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing fabulous no matter where you are in this world. Life is what you make it, you know. It's not a perfect place anywhere in this world, y'all. It's just not. Tomorrow's promised to no one. So my advice to all of you is to enjoy your life today, wherever you are. It's okay to plan for tomorrow and research where you want to go if you haven't been there. Do that. Not for me, y'all, for yourself. And I know y'all grown, y'all do what y'all want. But I'm just here telling you my thoughts about some things as an elder, a 70-year-old. Yes, 70-year-old woman. I feel like I'm a citizen of the world. I consider myself Creole / Black American / African American / African and so forth. I'm every woman. But anyway, y'all, I'm here tonight as a request to one of my good friends. You know who you are, sister. She wanted me to tell an African story. And I told her I had to research that because I really don't do stories that way. Like doing fairy tales. I usually tell stories from my life or stories that I can relate to incidences in my life. I'm a griot, storyteller, somebody that passes on true stories that you may laugh because you have to process it because it's serious information that most of my stories cover. But it's easier to digest in a storytelling way. And I just hope that today you'll get something out of what I'm telling you. I actually have this book called The People Could Fly by Virginia Hamilton. Y'all, I've been having this book for a while. And I was going through my stuff today and I saw it and I'm like, you know what? That actually is one book that I could read from in children's form. And it's not really a children's tale. It's actually stories that you can relate to no matter where you are in the world. As long as you come from a history of people that was taken away. And you need to have your Sankofa moment. You know, like the Sankofa bird. The Sankofa bird that has to go back and get it. Go back to Africa, the motherland, and get it. Get the history, get the knowledge. Get some power back. Well, guys, when I first saw this book, The People Could Fly, it actually reminded me of what actually used to happen to me. And not just to me. I heard other people tell this same story of them dreaming that they could fly. Man, I used to have dreams that I was standing on a chair and I was flapping my wings, my little arms. I was flapping my arms and to my side, I just go up and down on my side, you know? And I could fly. And that I could just jump off a mountain and I wouldn't hurt myself because I could fly. So once I found out other people had that same dream, I say maybe we do have universal memory from our ancestors. And do we? I don't know, y'all. Maybe. Just maybe. So here's the editor's note. He said, The People Could Fly was first published in 1985 by Alfred A. Koff as one of 24 tales in Virginia Hamilton's The People Could Fly, American Black Folk Tales. The story has been anthologized more than any of her other works and is considered emblematic of her writings. And the author death was in 2002. And so they felt that it was fitting for them to do a book like this. And The People Could Fly, they say, one of the mythical old tales in the tradition of things that never were. Or were they? Because I had the dream, and other people had the dream. And my mother never told me this story about the people could fly. My grandmother never told me the story of the people could fly. And the people that dreamt that they could fly, I don't think their parents or grandparents told them the story either. But anyway, y'all, let me begin. I will share a couple of these beautiful pictures with y'all. And I got a disclaimer. I am not getting reimbursed by these people. They say the people could fly. Say that long ago in Africa, some of the people knew magic. And they could walk on the air like climbing up on the gate. And they flew like blackbirds over the fields. Black, shiny, wings flapping against the blue up there. Then many of the people were captured for slavery. The ones that could fly shed their wings. They couldn't take their wings across the water on the slave ship. Too crowded, don't you know? The folks were full of misery then. Got sick with the up and down of the sea. So they forgot about flying when they could no longer breathe the sweet scent of Africa. Say the people who could fly kept their powers, although they shed their wings. They kept their secret magic in the land of slavery. They took the same as the other people from Africa who had been coming over, who had dark skin. Say you couldn't tell anyone who could fly from one who couldn't. One such was an old man, call him Toby, and standing tall yet afraid was a young woman who once had wings. Call her Sarah. Now Sarah carried a babe tied to her back. She trembled to be so hard worked and scorned. The slave labored in the fields from sun up to sundown. None of the slaves called himself their master. Say he was a hard lump of clay, a hard glinty coal, a hard rock pile, wouldn't be moved. His overseer on a horseback pointed out the slaves who were slowing down. So the one called driver cracked his whip over the slow ones to make them move faster. The whip was a sliced open cut of pain, so they did move faster. They had to. Sarah hoed and chopped the roll at the babe on her back as the baby slept, y'all. Say the child grew hungry. The babe stared up, bawling too loud. Sarah couldn't stop to feed it, couldn't stop to soothe and quiet it down. She let it cry. She didn't want to. She had no heart to croon to it. I mean. Keep that thing quiet, called the overseer. He pointed his finger at the baby. The woman scrunched low. The driver cracked his whip across the babe. Anyhow, the babe hollered like a hurt child, and the woman fell to the earth. The old man that was there, Toby, came and helped her to her feet. I must go soon, she told him. Soon, he said. Sarah couldn't stand up straight any longer. She was too weak. The sun burned her face. The babe cried and cried. Pity me. Pity me. Say, it sounded like. Sarah was so sad and starving. She sat down in a row. Get up, you black cow, called the overseer. He pointed his hand, and the driver's whip snarled around Sarah's leg. Her sack dress tore into rags. Her legs bled into the earth. She couldn't get up. Toby was there where there was no one to help her with the baby. Now, before it was too late, panted Sarah. Now, Father, now, Father. Yes, daughter, the time has come, Toby answered. Go as you know how to go. He raised his arms, holding them out to her. Come, Yali, Kumba, Tambe, and more magic words, said so quickly they sounded like whispers and sighs. The young woman lifted one foot and unto the air, then the other. She flew clumsily at first, with the child now held tightly in her arms. Then she felt the magic, the African mystery. Say, she rose just as free as a bird, as light as a feather. The overseer rode after her, hollering. Sarah flew over the trees and the fences. She flew over the woods. Tall trees couldn't snag her, nor could the overseer. She flew like an eagle now, until she was gone from sight. No one dared speak about it. Couldn't believe it. But it was, because that was there. They saw what it was. They were there. They saw everything. Say the next day was dead hot in the fields. A young man, slave, fell from the heat. The driver come and whooped him. Toby come over and spoke words to the fallen one. The words of ancient Africa once heard are never remembered completely. They went way inside him, got up and rode over on the air. He rode it a while and he flew away. Another and another fell from the heat. Toby was there. He cried out to the fallen and reached his arm out to them. Come, kumka, yali, kum tambe, whispers and sighs. And they too rose on the air. They rode the high breezes. The ones flying were black and shining sticks, wheeling above the head of the overseer. They crossed the roads, the fields, the fences, the streams, and they were away. Seize the old man, cried the overseer. I hear him say the magic words, seize him. The one calling himself master, come running. The driver got his whoop ready to curl around old Toby and tie him up. The slave owner took his hip gun from his place. He meant to kill old black Toby, but Toby just laughed. So he threw back his head and he said, hee, don't you know who I am? Don't you know me? Don't you know some of us in this field? He said to the faces, we are the ones who fly. We're the ones who fly, y'all. But he signed the ancient words that were a dark promise. He said them all around to the others in the field under the whip. Booba Jolly, Booba Tambe. There was a great outcrying. The bent back straightened up. Old and young, who were called slaves and could fly, they joined hands. Say like they would ring sing, but they didn't shuffle in a circle. They didn't sing. They rose on the air. They flew in a flock like that of black against the heavenly blue. Black crows or black shadows, it didn't matter. They were so high, way above the plantation, way over the slavery land. Say they flew away to freedom. And the old man, old Toby, flew behind them, taking care of them. He wasn't crying. He wasn't laughing. He was the seer. His gaze fell on the plantation where the slaves could not fly waited. So there's the ones that could fly, y'all. And there's the ones that could not fly. Take us with you. Their looks spoke it, but they were afraid to shout it. Toby couldn't take them with him. Hadn't time to teach them to fly. They must wait for a chance to run. Goodbye, the old man Toby spoke to them, poor souls, and he was flying gone. So they said, The overseer told it. The one called master said it was a lie, a trick of the light. The driver kept his mouth shut. The slaves could not fly, told about the people who could fly to their children. When they were free, when they sat close before the fire in the free land, they told them they did so love firelight and freedom and telling. They said that the children of the ones who could not fly told their children. And now me, I have told this to you and you and you. The end. Or should I say, the beginning. I hope you enjoyed that story, y'all. If you want to get this story for your own children or for yourself, because the illustrations are so beautiful, y'all, check it out at the library or order it online. Again, it is The People Could Fly by Virginia Hamilton. And it was one of those New York Times book review, and have some other kind of little emblem on it too. So anyway, y'all, if you have not subscribed, please do. Give this a thumbs up if you like what you heard. And y'all, hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload another video. Don't forget to subscribe to get more content from me. Give me suggestions on what you want to hear. But y'all have to know that might be it for the African stories for a while, because as I say, I wasn't brought up with stories from Africa. But that one was dear to my heart because I actually did dream all during my childhood that I could fly. For real though, I ain't making that up. Till next time, y'all. Peace, peace, power to the people. And I'm out, y'all. Bye.